I am tired of this. In 2012, repeatedly your party spokespersons came and abused the media for doing its job. I have not forgotten that. I want you tonight to accept that you were wrong and we were right. Accept that. Accept that.
Let the Supreme Court. No, there is no question of accepting or denying. The verdict has to be accepted by everyone. Now the necessary procedure will follow.
Does the Supreme Court verdict prove you wrong?
Follow whatever has fallen from
Does the Supreme Court verdict prove you wrong?
But, yeah. Yes. No.
What do you mean yes and no at the same time?
The procedures have not been followed from 1993.
Not procedures. Ms. Subramaniam, GVL, Narasimha Rao, the debate is an open debate. The Congress Party spokesperson wants to hide behind this whole ridiculous, strange, shallow argument of procedures.
The reports of the high-level committee.
Please, Mr. Subramaniam, don't give me reports of the high-level committee. Mr. Subramaniam, 1 second, please. Mr. TSR Subramaniam. Mr. TSR, I think
Supreme Court has pointed out there were no procedures. But for the 1992 notification of coal linkage to power projects extended to cement and iron, these were not really legal under the 4873 Acts. So the sad fact is no procedures right through. But the Supreme Court has divided it into 4 separate parts up to 1998, 1998 to 2001, 2000 to 2003, 2003 to 2009. The first 3 periods up to 2003 at least were followed the notification linkage guidelines. The subsequent ones just did not have any guidelines whatever. These guidelines have now proven to be illegal. That's a different question. But at least it was linkage to be given to coal, to be given to power or so, whatever. They have been abused separately. But the fact is, the ones which were 2003 to 2008 completely arbitrary, 2000 to 2003 were marginal, before 2000 could be justified to be
a simple question,
more or less bona fide.
A simple question. 1 second. GVL Narasimha wants to come in. I asked the second question to the Congress Party, and I can see tonight Ami Yagnik is struggling with her own words. What did the Congress say? There is no violation.
Not at all.
There is no wrongdoing.
You are not allowing me to complete.
There is no scam.
You are not allowing
there
me to
is
complete.
No scam.
That is the issue.
You said.
You said
there is no scam. Please read the Supreme Court judgment.
There has been irregularity.
Irregularities are your words. That's not what the Supreme Court says. The Supreme Court says respect the Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court has said the procedures have not been followed.
The Supreme Court says
they have not been followed.
The Supreme Court says
and has not followed. I think you should read the judgment point by point.
Second point, Ami Yagnik, let me complete. You said there are no violations. Now contrast this with some of the companies who were given coal. The Supreme Court says, and you need to hear it, most of the companies, not some, who were allocated coal blocks were not engaged in the production of steel, power or cement at the time of the allocations or the applications made by them. Any disclosure was made whether or not the power, steel or cement plant was operational. You forgot that? The entire allocation suffered from the vice of arbitrariness. You won't mention that. There was no evaluation of merit. You won't accept that. The determination was subjective. You will hide that.
When the Supreme...
I am reading from the Supreme Court judgment.
Arna, 1 minute. When the Honorable Court has come to these conclusions on the basis of records, the action will now be followed and will be taken up by the present government.
So what action?
You think
Manmohan Singh should face a criminal case now?
Manmohan Singh had said that he is open for examination by the CBI.
All right, so you are saying tonight the Congress Party spokesperson, this is a big comment. It's a very major comment. The Congress Party spokesperson says, GVL Narasimha Rao, that Manmohan Singh should be investigated by the CBI. The Congress Party spokesperson says Manmohan Singh should be investigated by the CBI.
Unknown public servants. Where are those public servants? Why are they not named as accused by the CBI?
I think it's a very important comment.
Why are you only taking names
when a Congress party, this is breaking news, when a Congress Party spokesperson says on the Newshour that Manmohan Singh should be investigated by the CBI, I think it's admitting a lot. It comes close to admitting that Manmohan Singh was one of the principal protagonists of the Coalgate scam.
And Manmohan Singh was not.
GVL Narasimha Rao, please.
Yes, please.
Let's get him
on. Don't twist words.
Why you just said?
Don't twist words,
I think Dr. Manmohan Singh was not the one who was in command of the situation. I think he was He was also the coal minister for some time, but on whose orders and for what consideration these orders, these kind of allocations were done is something that needs to be, that will come out. And I think we are, you see, during the UPA term, the recommendations of the state governments have not been sought, have not been used. The recommendations of the concerned administrative departments have not been taken. The allocations have been arbitrary, and a lot of shady companies have been given. And I've shown one picture of that similar acquisition that existed during the UPA term.
Are you saying Sonia Gandhi should be investigated? Are you saying Sonia Gandhi should be investigated for the Coalgate?
The whole matter will, I think, as the CBI, I think following this Supreme Court direction, I think the requisite investigations will carry on.
Ami Agnik, you say Manmohan Singh should be investigated by the CBI. Very important. Very important.
I didn't say that.
You just said it.
I didn't say that.
You just said it.
I said, while in office, Dr. Manmohan Singh said that he is open for examination before the CBI.
Right.
But it did not happen.
So,
you have not looked at the FIRs. The FIRs mention the companies, but do not mention the bureaucrats who are sitting in the screening committee. No or no.
What about the Prime Minister of India? What about the then Prime Minister of India? Was it true or not? Was it true or not?
You have to give the whole picture.
Well, I'm giving the whole picture, Suresh Prabhu. Was it true or not that Sabhat Khan Sahai was allowed to get a license for his brother back in 2008? Do we need any more proof, Mr. Prabhu, of how arbitrary the process was?
No. It is very clearly, Supreme Court has come down very heavily on the process not being followed, which was not transparent, and also in a way that the guideline. So that particular period in which there is a complete collapse of system is a period in which whoever has been the minister is obviously responsible.
So, Ami Agnik, last question here. That ridiculous comment by Mr. Chidambaram, I think? If coal is not mined, the great Mr. Chidambaram says, if coal remains buried in Mother Earth, where is the loss? Remember that, Mr. Subramaniam?
Yes, I've written about it.
Remember that, Mr. Subramaniam?
I've written about it. I've written strongly about it.
Yeah, so should Ami Agnik today apologize on behalf of Mr. Chidambaram? Have you read the Supreme Court judgment on that, which says, assuming that the central government has the competence to make allocation of coal blocks, the next question is whether such allocation confers any valuable right amounting to largesse?
It was largesse. It's the same kind of comment of zero loss by somebody else on 2G. It's exactly the same kind of comment.
Where the Supreme Court says.
Arnab, there are two separate aspects here. On 1st September, one hopes a sensible solution how to handle the companies will come. But the separate chapter of attributing responsibility should not stop. It is important, like in the 2G case, some nexus, some transactions, hopefully CBI will find out and then pursue them. It is important from the public policy perspective that so much of windfall profits have been generated, they should not vanish into thin air.
And Ami Agnik, what did the court say? The court said we are unable to accept the submission of the learned Attorney General that the allocation of coal block does not amount to grant of largesse.
That was said in the light that when an allocation is made, it is a letter of intent. It is not a license.
Don't interpret and don't insult the Supreme Court. Don't insult the Supreme Court on national television.
It was a statement made in that light, but the Honorable Court has not accepted that. It was a statement to show how the procedures take place. I think, Arnav, you please look at the whole thing right from 1993, from the mining policy to the MMRD Act, and to the screening committee, and to the formation of state-level committees,
Miss Ami Agnik,
on energy.
I give the last word to GVL Narasimha Rao. You don't even know the Supreme Court judgment because it says.
The whole thing in a holistic way.
What holistic way?
To any conclusions on your channel.
I'm just revealing all your lies over the last 2 years.
Don't just put it on the UPA.
I'm not. I'm not. You were warned. You were warned about how opaque your screening committee was.
No, you are putting it.
I'm not.
Always.
You have let down the country.
You take the holistic view.
You have let down the country.
You look at the whole judgment.
What whole judgment? Coal production has not even begun in most of the blocks allocated. Industry has suffered. The people have suffered.
Exactly.
And you won't even apologize.
Look at the purport. The 1993 policy was brought in order to open this sector for privatization to state-level units. Along with central government companies, so that the country can go on a greater path, growth path.
You just
the NDA followed a path which it did not have screening committees nor advertisements.
Take a deep breath, Miss Yagnik. Take a deep breath, Miss Yagnik. Take a deep breath, Miss Yagnik.
What are you talking?
Take a deep breath, Miss Yagnik, and ask yourself if you're right.
You are always picking up convenient things which you want
I am not. I am telling you there was a coal scam.
And
you
I
better
am telling
admit
you are taking convenient things.
There was a Coalgate. There was a Coalgate, and I thought at least today you would admit.
Coalgate, there were irregularities as observed by the Honorable Apex Court.
Well, we
have to accept the verdict because the court has gone into all the record of the matter right from 1993 till today.
Miss Yagnik, this whole story is going to be unraveled like the peels of an onion because you lied so much in 2012.
Sure.
You insulted our reporters. You questioned our journalism when we asked those questions. You called the media names. Your arrogant ministers, your arrogant ministers at that point of time would say,
no one has ever said anything about journalists.
You said, and your arrogant ministers, you question the professional ethics of my reporters. And tonight, I thought you would have the humility to accept your fault.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm saying that. I'm saying that. We'll see where this
We have always respected journalists. We have given them extreme credit for whatever work they are doing. Marvelous work. So don't say that. Don't mix up the issues.
Thank you. We exposed 7 scams against you. And I'm glad you've begun respecting us after being reduced to 44. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 3 on the Newshour tonight.